Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Anno 1800. In the last episode, we're working on increasing the population of Crown Falls, with the end goal of trying to increase the number of investors there so we can build the World's Fair. And to do that, we need to subsequently increase production of various goods, so kind of bouncing around, making sure that we're producing everything that we need. And I think that's going to be an ongoing project here. And a nice byproduct is that we are, almost positive. Now, I am building this cargo ship.
I feel naught but a ragged joy.
We're going to be using that to upgrade some of the routes, bringing stuff in. In fact, I think we're probably just going to continue to pump out cargo ships and replace clippers. I think that pretty much all the clippers that we have in the entire fleet need to get replaced with cargo ships. So now that our expenses are somewhat under control, that's going to be the project. Alright, so we need to convert some workers to artisans. Oh, there actually was one other thing I wanted to check, which is why I was over here in the first place, is soap. We are quite on the edge of soap production. Sausage. Also very tight on sausage production. So, I think we need to expand our pig farms. That's cattle farms. There's our pig farms. Probably gonna do... Well, we'll start with one. We need to check our demand for wheat. We're fine. I do have an oil field here. The thinking I'm having is I do have an oil field.
What'll it be?
And I could use some tractors.
Ship constructed.
Now I have to remember what I built this ship for. Well, let's get the second ship underway.
Only are reporting in.
I know I had something specific in mind. I don't think it's that. It might be this one. Because we might need to expand how much bread and beer we're bringing. Certainly. Okay, we'll throw Peahen on this route. Now, where is the condor? Ah. There you are. Pause. Drop that off. And we're going to remove you from the trade route. And then I'm going to send you to High Clarence Hall to prepare for sale. Alright, back to what I was doing here. We need basically this again. Let me see, is there a better way to arrange this? Actually, yes. Let's move you over there.
Please don't leave your crate unattended, sir.
Okay. Now, as far as soap production goes, that gives us a lot more capacity. And the route that is transporting soap is being operated by an airship. So, hopefully, that provides sufficient throughput.
Ready to fly.
We have a nice pile of soap there. All right, excellent. Now, are we actually producing enough pigs? We are. Good. Now, actually, what I want to do... We have suddenly negative 4,000. What that tells me is that we've run out of something
My
somewhere.
heartfelt gratitude.
Not something big or somewhere large, but we've run out of something somewhere. Alright, production across all islands. Beer. We are not producing enough beer. And we're only producing beer in one place that I'm aware of. Should I start producing beer here? I would need to build farms in this area, which actually, you know what, wouldn't be the worst thing. I have plenty of room. Alright, we're going to start producing beer locally. Now, what we're going to need is we're going to need grain or malt.
Why didn't I think of this?
Who's out of... Well, we're not out of beer here. We might be out of beer back in Storm Coast. Now, the question is... Grain. Grain. The thing is, for fertilizer to work, we'd have to ship that in from the New World, I think. Make fertilizer silos here. Alright, well, let's get a brewery built. Just one, for now.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Actually, let's build
Ship
two
constructed.
breweries. And we will build enough malt house to supply that. Alright. Which is one. One malt house is sufficient. Will two breweries produce enough to satisfy this Crown Falls demands? Yes, it will. So then we can actually stop bringing beer in if we can start making it here. Right? That sounds good. We're going to need hops, so we're going to build hops farms. We're going to be building them up here. I would like to build it there. Let's see. How big was the farm area? Oh, we could do tractors. Thing is, we need to make fuel. Fuel station. What's our oil storage like here? It actually should be fine. Oh yeah, we got plenty because we removed that oil-fired power plant, replaced it with a gas-fired power plant. So we should be able to bring oil over because right there is the rail line. Construction area blocked. There we go. Good, good.
Hide the bottle.
We should have a train coming out there soon. Let's upgrade the oil harbor so we get some more trains. Okay. What we really want to see is if this balance goes like up and down. So somebody gets a supply of something and then runs out, and gets a supply of something and then runs out. Which doesn't seem to be what's happening here.
A farm? We know
Maybe there was a
fields.
festival somewhere that ended. Alright.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
That's alright. With our trade, we can offset that cost. Without much trouble. Alright.
We've run out of cabins.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Ah, that gas factory blew up again. Replace it. Got a train coming? Okay, finally. There's a train coming.
What brings
Alright.
you here, Master?
Will this potentially produce what we need? Not even close. Okay. And we're probably going to need to upgrade that.
Maybe 3, 4.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Alright, so we should produce fuel. Plenty of fuel. And get those tractors up and running. Alright, that should supply the barley. Not barley. Hops that we need. Now, we need to get grain over here. So, these farms here aren't going to be sufficient. We're going to have to basically double our grain output. So, we could do similar. Let's see. It's kind of odd that you actually need an oil harbor. You don't have enough windows. And I would need to bring a train through. That's not impossible. Do that. I'm going to need to bring windows through. Oh.
Cargo stations.
Cargo ship is done. Somehow I did not notice that. Alright, well, while you're here, load up on some windows. And then head over here.
Begin the turn.
It will have to be there. Right. And then our rail line.
This one don't look too scary. Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it. We will get around to this.
Time, you will include some of that adventure fiction.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Well, if we need that one, we'll just buy it out. Alright, so then that connects that. Ah, okay.
Stand back, I would. Looks like the tubes need a flush.
Let's see. If we do it the other way, it'll let us do it that way. Okay. Fine. Alright, and what we'll do is actually what we'll really do is we'll flip these farms around. The farm side is over here. I'll probably move. Yeah. Alright. We'll put our fuel depot here, which will allow us to actually supply fuel to a bunch of different things. Oh, actually, we want to rotate that. Need to come through here. Across the road there, across the road there. And connect up there. And get that where it's supposed to be. And there we go. Okay.
New orders.
Boats arrived. Unload it. What are you actually going to be doing there, cargo ship? Fortitude? That's an airship. I think we should probably replace this ship. The Dorothy. Where is... Alright, well, let's just remove that ship. Accept. And then I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Sitting idle somewhere. You bought your shares back. Ah, that's what happened.
Doing your bit for charity, are you?
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna buy a second
You have a share.
share.
I must be happy for you.
No, not New World. Over here. Okay. So now that we have the windows, we should be able to build that. We should be able to build this. And that. Alright, good. And then you are going to build this, this, and that. And we're going to need an oil store. There we go.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
Hold off on that.
Stocks and shares, eh? Cool.
There we go. Now, this is only ever going to be taking stuff one place. Good. Alright, so now, wheat. Do we have a good supply of grain built up here? We have a good supply of bread built up here. We do have a good supply of grain. Alright. Because what we're going to do is we're going to demolish all of those. Just a second.
Ship
Ooh.
constructed.
I need steam engines.
Aye. Bring her around.
Fortunately, a ship has just made itself available to transport said steam engines. Where are they? Bring me a bunch of them.
Room to maneuver.
You need a warehouse, you do.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need a warehouse. Right. put it there for the moment. All right. Well, that doesn't quite work out the way I'd like. Well, let's see. What if we got rid of this? Got rid of this. Instead, did that. Oh, right. I thought that was a warehouse for some reason. All right, let's just accelerate things here for just a second.
Cargo boat at the ready.
All right, then you should now be able to build that.
We put our love into.
Oh, and that actually did work out. That is exactly how big it needs to be. Oh. How fortuitous. Okay, so this is going to be supplying... Actually, this one farm supplies this local island. But if we want to supply that, we're going to need at least one more. If not two more. We'll make 3 farms.
Stand to attention for the boss.
And then that should let us actually upgrade peppers and potatoes with tractors and everything else. So yeah, that will be good. Now we just need a ship that will transport grain. And this airship is full up. So we have a
stations.
cargo ship sitting right here. All right. Bit overkill for the moment, but that's not a problem. I'm sure we'll have more stuff we'll need to move at some point.
New orders. Collier reporting in.
All right, then. That will supply the grain. Our malt house is ready to
We
accept the
lack
grain.
the requisite.
And then we'll supply the beer.
I am bleary-eyed with bliss.
It's our human right.
Now, thing is, this is costing a lot more workers. So this will have to expand. Few more engineers.
I'd achieve more in a better habitat.
And a few more investors.
The Melia is merely ordinary.
All right. I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. It's coming along. It's coming along. All right. But for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.